December 5th, 1872. The Atlantic Ocean is calm. The crew of a merchant ship scans the horizon when they notice something unusual. A vessel drifting in the distance. At first, nothing seems wrong. Its sails are partially raised. It's still moving, but something feels off. A decision is made to board. When the men climb aboard, they expect to find a sick crew or a damaged ship. Instead, they find something far more unsettling. The cargo is intact. The food and water are plentiful. The crew's belongings remain neatly stored. But the people themselves? Gone. This was the discovery of the Mary Celeste, a ship that would become one of the greatest maritime mysteries in history. And to this day, no one knows what truly happened to the people aboard. November 7th, 1872, New York Harbor. The merchant ships come and go, carrying goods across the Atlantic like they've done for decades. Among them sits a brigantine named Mary Celeste. She's just another working vessel preparing for another voyage. But this trip would be different. Commanding the ship is Captain Benjamin Briggs, known among sailors as reliable and deeply principled. He wasn't the type to take risks. He didn't gamble with the sea. The ocean was not an adventure to him. It was a responsibility, and this journey mattered. He wasn't traveling alone. On board with him were his wife, Sarah Briggs, and their 2-year-old daughter, Sophia. Bringing family on a voyage was not unheard of, but it signaled confidence. This wasn't a crew heading into danger. This was a small floating household beginning a long trip overseas. The rest of the crew was hand-picked. 7 men, all with clean records, all known for discipline and skill. That detail matters, because it makes what happens later harder to explain. Then there was the cargo. 1,701 barrels of industrial alcohol. The barrels were sealed and stored below deck. Shipping this kind of cargo was normal business. Nothing about it suggested disaster. The Mary Celeste herself was in good condition, recently refitted, inspected, cleared for travel. On the morning of departure, the weather cooperated. Clear skies, manageable winds. The sails caught wind, and the Mary Celeste slowly pulled away from New York Harbor. No sense of dread, no ominous signs. Just another voyage beginning like hundreds before it. Nothing seemed out of place. And that's what makes the story so unsettling. She left peacefully, quietly, and somewhere beyond the horizon, something changed. Something that convinced a cautious captain, a trusting crew, and a young family to abandon a perfectly good ship in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. The last logbook entry from Captain Briggs is dated November 25th. It records their position near the Azores Islands. Everything appears normal, just routine navigation notes. Then, no more entries. It's as if the story simply stops mid-sentence. For 10 days, no one knows where the Mary Celeste is, until another ship crosses her path. December 5th, 1872. The Atlantic Ocean stretches endlessly in every direction. Cold, gray, quiet. The crew of the merchant brigantine De Gratia moves through their routine when a lookout spots something unusual on the horizon. A ship, drifting. Its movement isn't steady or purposeful. It weaves slightly, as if no one is guiding it. Captain David Morehouse studies it through his spyglass. It's not the behavior of a well-managed vessel. They signal to the ship. No reply. They signal again. Still nothing. No crew appear on deck. No one adjusts the sails. No one answers. Morehouse feels it immediately. Something is wrong. As the Dei Gratia draws closer, the ship's name becomes visible on the stern. Mary Celeste. Morehouse recognizes it. He knows the captain. Benjamin Briggs. They had spoken days earlier before leaving port. A boarding party is assembled. 2 sailors climb into a small boat and make their way across the water. The hull creaks softly as they approach. No voices greet them, only the sound of waves against wood. They climb aboard. The deck shows light wear, but nothing alarming. They call out. No answer. They check below deck. Cabins are orderly. Bunks are made. Clothing is folded. In the captain's quarters, personal belongings remain. Navigation charts are present. Papers lie where they were last used. It looks as though someone stepped away mid-task. No signs of starvation. No signs of desperation. Then they notice something important. The lifeboat is gone. A single rope hangs where it once was. Not cut cleanly, but worn, as if it had been tied and released. The cargo hold is inspected next. 1,701 barrels of industrial alcohol sit in place. If this were piracy, it was the worst kind. If it were mutiny, it was the calmest in history. This is not a wreck. This is not a disaster site. It is a perfectly capable ship, with no one aboard to sail it. Captain Morehouse now faces a strange reality. 10 people, gone without a trace. And the Mary Celeste, left to wander the ocean alone. Over time, theories emerge. The most accepted theory involves the cargo. Industrial alcohol can produce powerful fumes. Some barrels were later found empty, possibly leaking. The crew fears an explosion. The captain orders a temporary evacuation into the lifeboat. They plan to return once danger passes, but something goes wrong. The lifeboat drifts away, leaving the ship behind. It's plausible, but still, no proof. Some claim the crew turned on Briggs, but why spare valuables? Mutiny stories make for drama, but the evidence is thin. Some speculated piracy, but it seemed unlikely. Nothing was stolen, no signs of attack. And then, there are the darker ideas. Sea monsters, curses, alien abduction. Even the Bermuda Triangle gets blamed, though the location doesn't quite fit. These theories thrive because the truth is missing. And when truth is missing, imagination fills the void. Lost in the mystery are the people. A father, a mother, a child. 7 sailors who trusted their captain. What were their final moments like? Fear? Confusion? A rushed decision made under pressure? Did they believe they'd return? Did they watch the ship drift away, realizing too late? The ocean is vast. Once separated, survival becomes unlikely. No wreckage from a lifeboat was ever found. No bodies recovered. They simply vanished, swallowed by the sea. The Mary Celeste continued sailing after the incident, but her reputation followed. Crew members later considered her unlucky. Some refused to sail on her. Years later, she was deliberately wrecked in an insurance scam attempt. A sad end for a ship already surrounded by mystery. But even her destruction didn't erase her story, because the real mystery was never the ship. It was the people who left it behind. A seaworthy vessel, food for months, personal belongings untouched, a captain known for caution, a crew with experience. And yet, an entire group of people chose the uncertainty of the open ocean over the safety of their ship. Whatever happened, it happened fast. It happened quietly, and it left no witnesses. The Mary Celeste still drifts through history as a question mark, a reminder that the ocean does not always give answers. Sometimes, it only keeps secrets. And somewhere in the vast Atlantic, long ago, 10 people looked back at their ship for the last time, not knowing they would become one of history's greatest mysteries.